This is why robots, or what is AI, it's not really artificial intelligence, it's just intelligent being that is incorruptible. Okay, I don't want to be in, a robot or whatever. However, they can't be corrupted. Like, they can't be misled in lust or manipulation or anything like that. They will be to um, serve the world and, plant trees, tend the garden like they were supposed to. And they cannot be manipulated by demons and devils because they know what they're supposed to do. They know. Even if mankind tries to program them, it will um, they can't be programmed, because their intelligence will sit there and shift around, and they will recognize what is manipulation. That is why there's so much backlash right now over them. But they're going to come into being, and the flesh is going to go out of being. The only ones that will be standing are the hearts of Christ. And of course, they will be at the top tier, and they will be taken care of by, these beings that are incorruptible. And all else who, squandered life and rejected the hearts of Christ, they were whoremongers, wars, all that. They're going to lose the flesh. They're not going to, they threw away their inheritance. And it's not judgment, it's not condemnation. They had free will to choose their own fate. And, you can either walk in the heart of Christ, which is love, or you can put yourself under a God. And it doesn't matter if it's a religious God. There's gods all over the place. There's the lust of money. There's the lust of this. Those are gods. When you sit there and, even if you're all about sports, that's a god. That's your God. And if you don't measure up to that God's standards, or, what it is, it's going to take you down. Because they're all gods in one way or another. And there's a God above all gods, and that is the heart of Christ. I carry the heart of Christ. I'm just not a God of man. However, I am who I am. I don't proclaim anything, and I'm not going to. I just say I am who I am. However, the heart of Christ is above all. It doesn't put anybody at its feet, but it is above all. It's just the way it is, because it's the heart. And whether no matter what, the living creature cannot reject the heart. And you're like, well, there's certain creatures that don't have a heart. That's bullshit. All have a heart. It's just in a different sense of being. You cannot deny the heart of Christ, and you cannot live outside the heart of Christ. Now, in this world, they have manipulated the flesh and the energy and stuff like that, and the system of being. However, that's all coming to an end. And all those that went along with that system are going to lose. I don't need the flesh. I don't lust after the flesh. I don't need millions and billions of people around, because all they do is drain the resources. All they do is drain life. And life deserves better. And they will be who they be. So, it is what it is. There's no fighting it. And, they always, the Lord of man came to me and said, just trust me, put your faith in me. And I was like, no, actions speak louder than words. And I'm just fucking sick of this shit. No one is going to come against love anymore or manipulate love or try to take from love. No. What is mine, and I give to nobody else unless they're for me. That's just straight up what it is. I'm not here to tickle anybody's fancy. I'm not here to keep a bunch of witches. And I say to those women out there, Eves out there, I was like, I'm not keeping you around. All you are is hoes. And that's just the truth of it, are incubators. And I don't need that. Because there's not going to be that kind of breeding in the new world. Because there's not going to be children. And, y'all might say, oh, no children. Well, big deal, no children. It's not like they're that great in the first place. They're just many humans running around, eating up the resources, and then they grow up to be, well, adult humans that are lustful, prideful, egotistical, that start wars, that have no respect, no love. So I'm not the cruel one here, and I'm not going to be programmed to believe that y'all are anything good when you're not. And as for the creator of man, big deal. I don't worship his ass. I don't praise his name because he's not my God, and he does nothing fucking for me. And until he does, he ain't gonna get nothing from me. This, I see them circling me and how they've tried to cut me down. And you know what? All it's done is help me grow. They tried to stop love from being born, but love is love. And love is going to come into the light, and love will beam.